Okay, I'm back. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. Hopefully it's the last one. Hey Siri, put on a 4 minute and 30-second timer.
Okay, your timer is set for 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, how fun. All right, so this is El Nino and something more about El Nino, climate cycle in the Pacific Ocean. The cycle begins with warm water in the western tropical Pacific. Hold on. Sorry, when the western tropical Pacific Ocean shifts eastward, as you can see, it's like a shift east compared to when it was shifting west along the equator toward the coast of South America. So this normally happens with waters that are pulled like by Indonesia and the Philippines, where it's a little bit more tropical. As you can see, first it goes westward, like this is normal conditions. It goes west, like some rain, warmer there in that little pocket by the equator. Then as you come outwards, it gets a bit cooler by the North Pole and the Southern Pole. This is Antarctica right here. But in El Nino conditions, and this phenomena happens every so often when the cycle just shifts. The cycle shifts with the ocean currents and with the wind, right? We have windward, leeward. With those windward winds and conditions, you have more moist environments, which it causes like a warm, like damp area. And that cyclic pattern, see here, it's more warmer than these pockets, and then it just increases that humidness and like warmness of it all, I guess you can say. Of course, like these areas are still cooler, but not as so compared to other conditions, so this causes like some distress. There's El Nino. This is one other thing. El Nino changes surface ocean currents in the equatorial region of the Pacific Ocean. Equatorial means by the equator. And the Pacific region of the Pacific Ocean, and it disrupts the normal weather patterns on a global scale. Weather patterns on a global scale. That means the whole world is impacted. Another thing is greenhouse gas. If you didn't know about this, we're going to have a small paper, like a worksheet that you can read more about this because you all read very well. So these are some greenhouse gases over the past years. As you can see, it's like a direct relationship now, pretty much with the increase in greenhouse gases as the years increased, pretty much by the Industrial Revolution when like more technology came into the picture and more people came into the picture. I don't know if you knew this, but in the past 10 years, the global population has increased by about 8 billion people, which brings in this increase in greenhouse gases, right? The more people, the more carbon dioxide we produce because through cellular respiration, we produce carbon dioxide. And also with methane and all these other greenhouse gases come from our automobiles, from transportation that runs on coal and gasoline, as well as meat. Okay, I know this sounds really interesting, but cows, they produce methane with their poop, and we are consumers that love meat, especially like around where I came from in Texas. We love meat. We have barbecue all the time, right? Not me. I'm vegetarian, as you know, and we spoke about. But other people love meat. And because of that, an increase in cows, an increase in cows, an increase in methane gas. All of these things go up in the air. Okay, all of these things go up in the air and they thin the atmosphere. They cause it to just like from becoming nice and thick to just like slimming down. That atmosphere is what's protecting us from the solar rays from penetrating us with their ultraviolet rays of light. Because those rays are more easily coming inward or penetrating our globe, our Earth, it's causing some climate change to occur. Climate change is like a interesting topic right now. I mean, it's a hot commodity right now with the liberals, but people choose to believe that it is not true. However, we can see it happening. We can really see climate change happening. And climate change, it causes that as well as the glaciers to melt and the sea levels to rise. As glaciers melt, those are those ice caps melting due to the penetration of those solar rays, causing the ice to melt because now the heat has increased, and with that the sea levels are going to rise because there's no more ice being held together. The sea levels rise, and there soon will be areas that would be like underwater. For example, if you talk to Mr. Fitzgerald, he's from Louisiana, New Orleans. In New Orleans, that whole area is just about almost going to be underwater in the next few years. I tell you, in a decade, there will be less boardwalk in New Orleans because it's just going to get flooded. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right. So complete these. That is all you need to do today. Assign yourself either 0. I'm going to come by and check homework, or a person is going to come by and check your homework. And that is it.